Here with Bryson Jackson, linebacker from Baylor. Now, if you go to Whataburger, what's the order? Are you more of a dinner guy, a breakfast guy at Whataburger? What's the choice?
I'm going to definitely go with that patty melt. That patty melt meal, I'm going to do that, or I'll go with a honey butter chicken biscuit.
Yeah, it's hard to beat the honey butter chicken.
Yeah, that's elite.
Yeah. You know, what's the last movie you saw in the theaters?
Top Gun Maverick.
Did you like it?
That was elite. Yeah.
Had you seen the original Top Gun? Because you're young, so like that came out before you were alive.
Yeah, I watched it twice. I watched it when I was younger, and then I watched it right before I went to the movies.
Okay.
And I don't know. I don't know which is the best one. They're both really good. So, yeah.
Okay. Could you even fit in one of those fighter pilot? You know, like I'm wondering what the size limitations are. Are you claustrophobic at all?
I don't know if I'm claustrophobic, but I feel like my legs are long and they'll kind of interfere with my arms and stuff like that. So I have to find a balance with that. So,
you know, we get in your car and you got the aux cord and you're picking the music. Like, what are we listening to on our way on a drive up to Dallas?
Country music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Comes from Chris Stapleton.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what we're gonna rock to Chris Stapleton. Some Tennessee whiskey. My favorite song is "I Was Wrong."
Okay.
By Chris Stapleton. So.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. You're a Mansfield guy now in Waco. Like, what do you miss most about hometown?
I go back a lot. I would just say my friends. A lot of my friends kind of went off to college, so whenever I go back, I don't have anybody there. So I miss that aspect of it. But it's always changing and growing. So it's pretty new to me every time I go back and visit.
What's the biggest difference between high school football and college football? Is it on the field? Is it off the field? Like, kind of what are those challenges?
The challenges are just basically like intentional focus. So having character on and off the field, carrying yourself every day with the motivation and bringing your teammates along with you. I think that's the big difference from college football to high school. But at the same time, the work. I mean, the work is totally different. So, you know, being able to go out there and do your lifts and still do extra, like watch film and stuff, it's a standard that's held high in college. So,
you know, you guys lost guys like Terrell Bernard, Jalen Petrie, Abram Smith. What does it feel like to be one of those leaders now, one of those faces of the program that kind of need to carry those young guys along, maybe in the way that you were carried along when you were younger?
Yeah. So those guys I came in with, and I think I kind of grew along with them. But, you know, obviously I missed a couple seasons due to injury. But I would definitely say that just seeing the way that they lead those guys last year, just being able to relate to everybody, bringing people with them. And that was really important. So, you know, when I have conversations with them now, I'm like, what steps should I take, or how should I approach the offseason? How should I approach fall camp? And, like, hearing from them, it's you know, pretty much just – you know, staying focused with your goals and your visions, and then bring people with you. So if there's a young guy that needs help, bring him with you. Teach him, reteach the defense, reteach the standards of the program, and pretty much, yeah.
You know, Dave Aranda's up here, and he's talking about books and philosophy and stuff that you just don't hear a lot of coaches talking about at length. Like, being a player for him, how unique is it for his style of coaching, and how much has it rubbed off on you as just as a person, as a man?
Man, Coach Aranda is so brilliant. I think that, you know, having conversations with him definitely enlightens you a little bit, and it allows you to kind of want to dig deep with him and get to understand what's going on in his mind. He's very, very, very brilliant. So a lot of times I spend one-on-one meetings with him, writing notes, and just like writing notes about him and his points, and they're all truly amazing and all truly well respected. So just being able to see how he perfects his day and applies mastery to, you know, his family, his football program, and it's top-notch, elite.
And lastly, before I let you out of here, you know, last year y'all weren't predicted to do very well, right? You go on and you win the Big 12, the Sugar Bowl. This year, picked number 1, you know, in the Big 12 by the media poll. How do y'all handle those expectations?
Just taking one day at a time. So for us, it's focusing on, you know, we got workouts coming up next week. How can we be a better team next week? What's different? What are the things that we need to work on? Getting leaders to be able to speak up within our program and have young guys actually lead. I think that's really important. People don't see. When you got young guys that are wanting to lead and want to step up and do things right, I mean, you have a great program. So, man, it's just taking it one day at a time, focusing, applying intentional focus to everything that you do, and having character and having a great personality, a great person, and being yourself.
All right, man. Appreciate the time.
Thank you.
Yep.